Some deserts on this planet were oceans once. Somewhere shrouded by the night, the sun will shine. Sometimes I see a dying bird fall to the ground, but it used to fly so high. I thought I were no more than a bystander, till I felt touch so real. I will no longer be a transient when I see smoke bless your little black heart. So I pick up the shovel and dig up the dirt. Do I look like I need a new way to hurt? You sell me out, spend me like money. Huh, are you obsessed with me, honey? Let me make sure that I got this straight. I sink to your level so you feel okay. Keep on pushing and pushing, hoping that I push back. Huh, well I don't do it like that. Drag me through the dark. Oh bless your little black heart. Pull my world apart. Oh bless your little black heart. Don't want your energy, keep your bad vibes. Don't shove down my throat what you buried inside. We've got a name for people like you. We've got a name for people like you. So let me make sure that you get this straight. You won't get an ounce of attention from me. Keep on pushing and pushing, hoping that I push back. Huh, well I don't do it like that. Drag me through the dark. Oh bless your little black heart. Pull my world apart. Oh bless your little black heart. Oh bless your little. I'm not gonna waste my hate on you. Trying to get me riled up, shame on you. I'm not gonna waste my hate on you. I only got one thing to say to you. Drag me through the dark. Oh bless your little black heart.
Uh, hey yo, what's good? What's good? What is up? What is good? Hello to everybody. Welcome to episode 19. Yep, we are on number 19 of the Lightning Round Talk Show. I am your host, Riding the Phantoms. Nice to see everybody here. Welcome, welcome Malfasune that's here. Welcome Doze the Wolf that's here. Welcome all of you guys that have shown up for our 19th episode. So, today's topics, really two good topics we have to cover real quick, is simply this. First off, we need to talk about what's happened with Discord this week. Not so good news when it goes to Discord, I guess. And of course, we need to talk about the NFL Week 9 recap. Everything that happened around the NFL, whether it was involving the games or whether it will be involving specific players. So, first and foremost, to get it out the way, let's talk about what happened with Discord, shall we? Because I have a feeling this is not going to take as much time compared to, say, the whole situation that has been going on with the NFL. You know, we need to talk about the games, we need to talk about this, we need to talk about that. So, yeah, this whole thing with Discord, let's just get it out of the way. And also, I'm going to throw in Gilded for a little bit here to clear up some weird misconception that's been, some weird things, misinformation, I should say, that's been going on with it. So, first off, hello there, Malfasune. So, first off, um, let's go ahead and talk about what's happened lately with Discord. So, I'm gonna go ahead and have Discord up on the search here. There you go. Let me close some stuff out real quick. Okay. All right. So as I pulled that up, I want to ask, how is everybody's doing? How is everybody's week? How's everybody's day? I hope everyone has been taking care of themselves still. I know we're slowly approaching, Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving, one of my favorite holidays of the year. But all in all, I hope you guys have been really like taking care of yourself and, just keeping cool. So to explain today, we need to talk about this with Discord real quick. You finished the workout? Nice, nice. It's always good to finish a workout. You just beat Banjo Kazooie? Nice. Another good thing. But let's start with this, right? Discord apparently made bit of a bad situation, so to speak. So bad, I should say decision, not situation, a bad decision. Apparently, Discord is looking to start bringing in NFTs. Now, for what NFTs mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, it'll take a lot to explain what an NFT is, but there is YouTube videos that are out there that really can explain it a lot more better than how I can explain it. Because for me, I'm still a little confused on what it's all about. But what I do know with it is that it's not a good thing. I should be talking about this as well. Now, hold on real quick. I should also be talking about this as well that happened with Travis Scott, but I'm pretty sure that's already covered for a lot of people by now, and where everybody's well aware of this. But this whole thing with Discord NFTs come first. So Discord, they're now starting to enable it. They're now starting to make it into a thing, and clearly nobody is fine with this. Not as, I mean, like, unless if you're someone that that does NFT art, does NFT this, NFT that. Unless you're fine with that, for me personally, is not okay with it because it directly affects our environment that's been going around. So it pushes out more than it should. And on top of that, it actually hurts artists. So take the artwork that I usually showcase around here. Uh, Take that artwork and say that was an NFT artwork. So basically, I would say this. I believe this is, if I'm right, the art that would be the artwork that was done for me. If I posted that on Twitter, someone could take that and they could sell that and they could make money off that without that specific person's consent. On top, usually artists would say no to that unless if they're getting a percentage of this. But in this particular case, none of them would be really getting a percentage of it. So yeah, Discord's looking to add something like that in their midst. I'm seeing comments here. Let me read off some of the comments of what you guys think of this. Dola says, I'm not happy about this, and I really hope this Discord CEO really changes his mind on this, considering the massive backlash this is getting. Here's the thing with this for me, right? Discord already got issues aside from this. That's why I'm very surprised that they decided to choose to go this route, right? Y'all decided to go this route, decided to go with this area when it goes to, bringing in NFTs. Why? Y'all still got motherfuckers that sit up there and try to scam you for Discord Nitro every chance they get. You still have hackers that come up in here. Welcome, Bow. You still have hackers that come up in and they just be like, and this is not even just for Discord, more or less. You have them come up here posting grotesque, disgusting material, like very, very graphic material, like blood and shit like that on people. You have shit like that still going around. You still have, I mean, yeah, true, they ruin everything, but this is what I'm saying, particularly with Discord. They done just about nothing to really try to address the situation, which just goes to my point. Whereas, this is not helping. You have this going around, and of course, you have Discord Nitro, which is essentially their little paywall thing when it goes to extra stuff and extra features, such as, if you want to have a banner up on your profile, you know what I'm saying? You want to have a banner up on your profile, you got to pay for this. You want to have extra emotes and shit like that, you got to pay for this. You got to have this. You want to boost the server, you want to have it so a server can go from 720p to 1080p with 60 FPS to 30 FPS. You have to pay for that. You get what I'm saying with all of this, right? A lot of this stuff that Discord usually have locked away, you have to pay for, and on top of that, they don't exactly do a good job of trying to help people, stop hacking. That way hacking can be limited to a lesser extent. So having this kind of stuff around, why would you make it so that you're bringing in this whole thing with NFTs? Let's not even talk about the fact that NFTs is bad in of itself. but you have this around. As a company decision, you're already fucking up right there. Because it really showed me what you're prioritizing over your platform. So now to make it worse, they're pretty much going all in and advocating this whole thing. Now, the Discord CEO, let me find his tweet real quick so that way you guys can really see that this is no bullshit. This is no lie. This is really what he's sitting up here and he's doing. And I'm sure this will not take long at all. In fact, here's his tweet right here. Money has a habit of making companies do fucking stupid things. But this is the thing, though, right? Discord of itself got a lot of money. Just like EA of itself. You know what? I'm going to say this right here. EA is the one company I expect to go all in on these NFTs. Why? Because they're fucking dickheads. And they will do anything they possibly can to get as much money as possible to go with the trend and make it work. But yeah, as you guys can see, if not, I'll go ahead and read it off for you. This is legit the Discord CEO, Jason Citron, if that's the correct name. That's clearly rolling with this. Now, you take a look at the quote retweets. Oh, and by the way, while I'm at it, I will have no problem sending you guys the actual tweet of this. So, if you guys don't have time for this, at the very least, I could just link this down below, and you could check out all the quote retweets and have a damn good time laughing about it. Like I sure as hell have when I found out about this. Let's read some of these comments, shall we? You know what I mean? I can't wait to tell my friends that Discord is encouraging pyramid schemes at the grand cost of the environment and persuading them to cancel their Nitro subscriptions and use competing platforms. Thank you for the heads up. That's just one of many. You know, that top comment pretty much hit the nail on the head, but that's just one of many. And of course, one other comment saying, please, for the love of God, everyone stop enabling this crap. And I agree, they need to stop. What about that tweet I DM'd you when you went live? Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Thank you so much, Malfusune. Let's actually take a look at that tweet. That tweet right now is, whew, yeah, like rotten milk, shall we? So let's take a good look. Ah, yes, Discord. Back in 2018. Keeping the environment clean and healthy is important. That was back on October 20th, 2018. Not looking so good, is it? Keeping the environment clean. Then let's just, I'm sorry, a year ago. I said October, yeah. I think that's right, October 20th or October 18th. Either way, it's still not good. October 18th, I think, yeah. Again, but either way. Still not a good look when, spoil, yeah. Okay, yeah, I did get that right. Okay, October 20th, 2018. Okay, so yeah, that's correct. Either way, it's still, not a good look. When you see that this, we bring this tweet up from years ago, and to find out right now, a lot of shit changed, huh? You decide to go with the trend. Again, guys, for anyone that does not know what NFTs are, feel free to just always do a quick Google search, do a quick search on, say, explain, what NFTs are. And then, of course, you got people like this talking about, NFTs are the biggest opportunity of the decade. NFTs explained. NFTs, nasty fucking things. The Jimquisition, NFTs, SNL. You know what I mean? You have tons of stuff that explain what these are. Now, there's a lot more to it that goes to NFTs, but this is the problem. Thank you, Choco, for explaining. Yes, it's a non-fundable token, which is a unique and non-interchangeable Unit of data stored on the data ledger. Here's the deal, though, Choco. Here's the deal, though, Mafasune. Not everybody exactly knows what that is. So you may have to simplify it even further. So you have to find the most simplified way to really explain what goods does NFTs do and what bads does NFTs cause. And a bit of the problem with that is not everybody can really understand that. All I know with this, anything that really impacts the environment to a bigger extent makes me question, okay, this must be bad in of itself. That said, you're buying for the token, and yes. Let me see. Oh yeah, nasty fucking things that Jim Stern said. Yeah, yeah. Pretty much, but while this happened, while this happened, I'm actually about to get to this. People have been trying to suggest Gilded, which is what we currently use right now. Don't mind me promoting this out one more time, so if you guys ever want to come in, feel free. People have been promoting this out with Gilded and trying to say Roblox, who owns Gilded at the time, nobody owned Gilded, I guess, so to speak. But back in August, Roblox decided to buy Gilded, and it's because of this that people were doing some digging on Roblox and found a couple of things. The first couple of things they found was that people were saying that Roblox is scummy off the simple fact that Roblox was sitting up there in, I guess, exploiting the use of kids, so to speak, when it goes to them being developers, when it goes to their product, when it goes to them making games off of Roblox, this and that. I took the time out of my day to be like, you know what? Let me sit up there and actually do some information digging on this and see if a good chunk of this was correct or not. Turns out there's tweets that are out here. There's people that's out there. I literally sat down and I talked with people that use Roblox way more than I have, probably way more than anybody else here in this chat, probably way more than anybody else listening on Twitter, probably way more than anybody else listening on Trovo or YouTube where I'm restreaming this from. Instead of me just sitting up there and then just believing it willy-nilly, I did my research. So I caught some comments for some people that sat up there and they said this. Let me go all the way back from the top. Now, a person asked me, have I ever used Roblox at all? I legitimately said, no, I don't play it at all. I don't use it at all. But what isn't okay is any exploitations or any wrongs involving kids, because obviously we're not down with that. We're not cool with that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this here so you guys can see more of it yourself. Alright, now if you guys can't, I'll read it off for you, no problem. The person told me a message here. I said, yeah, that was what concerned me. This person V told me, said, do you want me? I will read that in a minute, Bao. This person said, do you want me to kind of give you a quick rundown of how monetization works on Roblox? I said I saw a tweet on that whole thing, and instead of just hopping on Twitter to fully bash Roblox, which of course would be in association with Gilded, I'd rather come here to confirm if that's the case. All I ask for, if any of that stuff is right or wrong, so feel free to give me the full rundown. It's not correct. No, that's the simple answer. That would be drastically simplified and unfair to Roblox themselves. I also said that if this is okay, may I screenshot this as proof, because I see this a lot on Twitter, and I'd rather this be debunked. One other person that came in, Koiseki, said screenshot of. I said this thread. I said I would screenshot this thread, and I'll show you what I saw on Twitter, which led to this. And I also told them, please do not attack the people on Twitter for this. They're just looking out, of course, which, That's what they were. They were looking out. This person V said, to put it simply, Roblox has a currency called Robux. Robux are bought similarly to V-Bucks on Fortnite. You can use these Robux to buy products in player-created games or the catalog to decorate your avatar. When you purchase an item, 30% of the Robux used to purchase that product vanishes to prevent inflation. Excuse me. To prevent inflation and control the economy on the entire platform. Everyone has that fee, 30% flat. From there, the remaining 70% is deposited in the game creator or item creators group or inventory. I don't know why I'm burping or yawning, so to speak. From there, the developer can either spend it on the platform or exchange it for real life money at the rate of 100,000 Roblox, which is $350 $350 through something called developer exchange. Keep in mind, you purchase 400 Robux for $4. I'm sorry, $5. This is talking about taxes. It'll say $4.99, but let's be honest, it's likely gonna be like $5 or $5.25, some shit like that. With increasing efficiency as you spend more money, purchasing $100 worth of Robux, because $99.99, let's be real, worth of Robux nets you 10,000. So you purchase 100,000 Robux, it would cost you $999.90. God damn. Obviously, purchasing Robux is extremely expensive as opposed to earning your Robux through game creation. One person said from the peanut gallery perspective that also came in with the yellow name Bihijin, I think, that there's some truth to the video. The way premium payouts work heavily encourage devs to create addictive experiences rather than legitimately engaging ones, and the payout is rather awful, to put it lightly. But there are some things that are quite exaggerated. Runker being able to stay up and keep receiving Devix payouts despite the main guy behind it being someone banned numerous times. It has someone banned numerous times from the platform directly contradicts the notion that getting banned stops you from earning your payout. This person said there is some, but I have an issue. I have more of an issue of the video just being about money. Why is it just money? That is interesting though, because while yes, money is a good portion of what they're talking about there, there's more to it than that. I never played Roblox before, and I probably won't. Yeah, I don't care about all that shit either. But the reason being is the fact that people were trying to link Robux in with Gilded, so that's why we had to start from here first. I did say I'm gonna link y'all to that. I'm gonna link you guys to this. So again, if you guys want to read it yourself, feel free. I already read the thread. I read a good bit of the thread, not all of it, but I'm not gonna get into it entirely because this is not really about Robux. It's linked to Gilded, but it's not entirely about this. Yeah, there's a lot that really happened with this thread. So yeah, you guys get the idea. Whereas they were thinking, oh, okay, Robux is all with NFTs. That mean Gilded is with NFTs because of the fact they're linked to them. Now I'm gonna send y'all this to really end this whole freaking thing. Hopefully I can be able to scroll up more than long enough so that way you guys can see it for yourselves. If not, I screenshot it, so I don't care. I guess we're not getting into that one about the musical artist. Too much fire on that. But what was that about the musical artist? Yeah, I don't mind having to get into that, but you know, I want to get into what we're here for with this. I'll get into that probably afterwards. Seems like I can't because Gilded. Yeah, that's the problem with Gilded. They need to fix because it's rather slow. At least for right now, with me having to sit up here and read all this stuff off. All those lawsuits, but Gilded Roblox stuff first. Oh yeah, for sure. If possible, then. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about that with Travis Scott? Yeah, we'll likely get into that. Yeah, that slow and the lack of search function. Gilded has a lot to work on. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Yeah, I can't find. Yeah, I can't do it because. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna say Guild is being really slow today. At least for me, it's being slow right now. So yeah, let's see if we can scroll up in time and we can find it. Just so y'all know, not no more from a screenshot. I do too, but we'll get into why. We will definitely get into why. It's a little bit of a refresher so people can understand. Here it is right here. Right here. All of this is highlighted in blue so that way you guys don't lose me. Okay? Actually, I think this is one of them, is it? No, not it. Not it. Almost there though, but not it. Here it is. This one right here, highlighted in blue. Come on now. Oh, never mind. Highlighting yellow, even better. So I don't need to do that. Yeah, keep track with me what I'm about to read here. This is from one of the staff members of Gilded, and this is what he said to me because I told him when he initially said, no, we're not looking to add NFTs, but he also said, never say never. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, hold up a bit. You said, no, we're not going to add that now, but you said never say never. Why did you say to never say never? And this is what he told me. This is as clear cut as you can get so that we're going to be like, no, we're not going to add that. This is what he said. It's because we're making decisions on our direction when our values, when our values and our users wants overlap. If our users would find value in having an integration for their crypto wallet or something, for instance, and there's a way we can satisfy that need in a way that aligns with our values, I don't see the problem in entertaining the idea of adding NFTs. He said he didn't see the problem in it, but about to get into more of this. Or if you want to allow server members to pay their server subscriptions in, I don't know what the fuck SHIB is or whatever, in addition to traditional cash. Or if people want a way to showcase their NFTs or something in a gallery. I don't really get what NFT collectors do with their NFTs. I don't think it benefits those users to rule out those kinds of features if they can make sense with what we're doing. That said, I literally said it twice. Literally, basically in capitals, so that way you guys can stay in step with me. Angelo, thank you so much for the sub through Twitch Prime, bro. Much love to you, man. Sub height, thank you guys so much. No, you did not break me. I can relate since I need a new washer. Bro, Omega, I'm sorry, bro, that you need a new washer. Yeet Jonathan Gannon enter Volcano, just like Discord, but we're going to get into it. Thank you so much, though, for dropping this up. Let me actually continue on with a last bit of this line here where he said, that said, again for the third straight time, if people aren't asking for those things, there's no reason for us to pursue it. There's plenty of things people are actually asking for, which is what we're focusing on delivering. So let me be specific for you. Gilded is basically listening to their people. They're fully listening to their people. If the people coming in saying, no, we don't want to fuck with NFTs at all, then we will not touch NFTs. We will not do anything to this program, to this platform, that is going to be NFT related. Now he scrolled down even further to talk more about this. Now I said this. Now that this is a clear and solid response, please pin this so that if anyone comes here or starts spreading misinformation, we can link this and we can call it a day. You cannot make it as more clear cut than that. Even more so when this person came in, Stone88 said, the thing with this is that even if there's a lot of people asking for NFT wallets and PFPs, there would still be bigger communities that will be against crypto or anything NFT related. Staff member came back with this and said, yeah, I don't really get it. I figure if you don't like something, it's easy to just not engage with it. But I'll try to do more research as to why the reaction is so negative about this. I'm honestly a little surprised by it all. I think, if anything, this guy should tell you enough. Gilded wants nothing to do with NFTs. Period. Now, while yes, Gilded is with Roblox, they're owned by Roblox, that does not mean that all of a sudden, oh, okay, they're gonna just do NFTs. Like, y'all gotta stop. Just stop. Now, as for pros and cons of Gilded and Discord, it's pretty easy, right? It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to point out what the pros and cons are with Gilded and Discord. First off, when it goes to Gilded, all the Discord Nitro stuff, all the server boosting stuff, all of that stuff is automatically in Gilded the minute you sign up. You can put in a server banner thing. You can basically do that right now. So let me just show you guys my profile real quick. You can't do this on, say, Discord. You can't have a banner up here. You can't, I don't know if you can change color, whatever the fuck it is, but yeah, you can't have that up here. You have to pay a specific amount of money to go ahead and have this stuff up here. So, yeah, that's first and foremost. When it goes to voice chats, the voice chats, I believe it's up to like 3,600, whatever the fuck is, whatever the highest that it goes to, that's what Gilded has, and you don't have to pay for that. You guys are looking at this here when it goes to the media, when it goes to pictures, when it goes to videos. It's a lot more organized. It's a lot more easier for you to see that all the pictures, all the videos and stuff, it's there. Now, any comments that people make, the comments go from right here on the bottom right hand side. So you guys can see that all of this stuff does not get in the way. Anybody could spam comments and say whatever the hell is it that they want to say, and it does not get in the way of what the main focus is. That's why we really like it for what it is. When it goes to announcements, let's check this, for example, with announcements. You can put down anything you want for announcements, such as this right here with Gilded. You could put in your reactions. You could put that stuff in there. You could put in comments and stuff as well. Now, let me see if I can find some comments to prove the point. If not, it is what it is. Alright, I can't find comments from here. Let me find comments from, say, another server. Let me find one from More Dots Gaming, for an example, if he has some. Here it is right here. See? Comments right here. So, for what you guys can see, you have a lot more to work with. Let's even go to... Can we go to my channel? Yes, we can. We can go to my channel real quick. See, I have all this stuff up here. And on top of that, you have sub-servers here. So, the main server, which I was just in, is on the top left-hand side. You see, I don't know if you see it highlighting. It'll say main server. But you see all this stuff here with pictures. Yeah, you got everything here. And this is all in one subserver. So If I want to be more organized, I have an art section here. I have a Monster Hunter section here. I have a clip section here where all clips and videos and stuff like that can come down to. You don't have to say, let's go on Discord. Then we'll have a video section on Discord, and then you have loads of other channels and loads of other stuff there. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have at your disposal should you want to sign up to Gilded versus, say, should you want to sign up to, should you want to stay on Discord. Even food section. Let's take a look at the food section, shall we? Kind of because we're hungry. We have food stuff here. So, yeah. Even the food stuff is more organized here. Just saying. You have a VC channel. I forgot to talk about this with the VC channel. Anytime you guys go into a VC channel, you automatically have a voice chat inside of it. So you do not have to sit up there and be like, oh shit, where's the VC text? No need to worry about that. You already got it in here. And I just talked about this with emotes. Let me put it over here with emotes. I don't know if you guys can see, but you have emotes just about everywhere, and you could use them just about anywhere. I have more Dots Gaming's emotes I can use here. I have Tick's emotes here. I have Tinkerbell's emotes here. I could use any of these emotes that I want to use, and I do not need to be a Nitro member. I don't need to be this. I don't need to be that. So, yeah. Do I expect people to all of a sudden jump ship from Discord to Gilded or Discord to anywhere else? No, and I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of people have history when it goes to their Discord, and some people don't want to part with that history, and I completely understand that. Because they have a lot of pictures, they have a lot of things that were said from the past that they want to keep, whether it's funny things, whether it's things that were probably not so funny, whether it's things, all that kind of stuff you want to keep. So I understand the need to want to keep that stuff there. Oh, and by the way, one more thing too, just in case if people were worried about it. If you were worried about porting specific channels over from your Discord to Gilded, you could just do it right here, but it'll say Discord server template, and it'll tell you you can automatically import your server channels, your categories, and your roles here. So, your roles right here. All of my roles, they were from Discord, and I put them over to Gilded with no problem. So in case if you guys are worried about that, yes, you can do that. I hope I explained it the best I can with how Gilded is. And there's a lot more that Gilded has that I'm not going to be able to cover today because we're supposed to talk about NFL in a bit. But you guys get my point. There's a lot of good here that Gilded has. But there's also a lot of bad here that Gilded has too. Such as, for an example, take my man Bao for an example that's here. Now, as much as he also likes Gilded, the problem that Gilded has is that they need to address their mobile situation. People on phone have a very tough time navigating Gilded. And honestly, even I have a tough time navigating through Gilded through here. And so as much as I love that, they need to fix that situation when it goes to their phone. Another thing that they need to do is that they need to make it so that, say if I want to sit up here and post, post some art, right? Let's take the linked art section like this. Let's take some stuff like this from here. Give me a minute. Oh, yeah, everybody uses it on phone. But, yeah, for an example, let's just take this from here. See how I got artwork here? I want to take the artwork from here. I want to copy the URL from here with all of this artwork that I found and put it inside the media section. The thing is, I can't do that because it's not supported. Another thing I cannot do when it goes to posting stuff up here is that I can't take multiple pictures and this is very good. I can't take multiple pictures and I cannot port them, paste them. So I have to take it one by one in order to paste them. I have to take this Monster Hunter expression of Avinia here, and I have to post that one by one elsewhere. I have to take that concept art of Cheval from Monster Hunter Stories 2, and I have to post that elsewhere one by one. That for me is a bit counterintuitive. I would love to sit up here and post multiple pictures and, not have that kind of hassle, not have that kind of situation to worry about. So I hope at some point with Gilded, they do address that and they do sit up here and be like, all right, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and, have it so we have multiple pictures and we can just put them up here. Oh, and by the way, the same can be said for videos and clips. So, yeah. Gilded at some point, y'all gotta address that. I think there's more to it, but you guys get my point. Gilded it comes with a great size of great pluses, but with some negatives that you'll have to see if you can deal with. Let's talk about the NFL. Oh, and by the way, while I want to talk about the NFL, guys, please do feel free to go ahead and tell me what your thoughts on with all of this. Let's talk about the NFL real quick. Let's talk about the NFL Week 9. Let's talk about everything that happened in Week 9, even everything that happened now with the NFL that's leading into Week 10. Shall we? And yes, people, I didn't forget. I will talk about everything that happened with Travis Scott. Honestly, I didn't want to, but why not? Let's talk about what happened with Travis Scott, but after we get to everything that happened, with the NFL in Week 9. NFL Week 9, the Colts versus the Jets. Colts beat the Jets 45-30. Mike White was out for the game with an injury. I believe he'll be back. He'll be back the following week, just healthy. But Josh Johnson did okay. He went 27 of 41 for 317 yards and 3 touchdowns to 1 interceptions. I'm be honest, if I'm the Colts, I'm very concerned. Because how do you let what is essentially an emergency quarterback, see, here's how they got it in the NFL, is there's a starter quarterback, there's a backup quarterback, and there's an emergency quarterback. And Josh Johnson was essentially the emergency quarterback, and he sat up there and he threw for 317 yards and 3 touchdowns. If I'm the Colts, I'd be a little concerned. The fact that you let a QB3 do that to you. Elijah Moore had 7 receptions, 84 yards, 2 touchdowns. Keelan Cole had 5 receptions, 66 yards. Ty Johnson, 2 receptions, 40 yards, and a touchdown, this and that, and whatever. Carson Wentz pretty much stayed, I believe. I think he stayed in the game, even though it was well over. He went 22 of 30, 272 yards, 3 touchdowns. I don't know about you guys, but Carson Wentz looks like he's back to the Carson Wentz that he used to be. My apologies. I just realized that y'all can't see. So let me actually fix that real quick. If it'll let me. There you go. There you go. I just realized that you guys can't see. Now you can see. Jonathan Taylor had 19 carries, 172 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Naheem Hines had 6 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown. Michael Pittman Jr. did pretty damn good. 5 receptions, 64 yards, and a touchdown. He's pretty much been coming on his own ever since he got drafted there. He's been slowly coming into his own, and I'm quite happy for him. Other than that, the Colts did well to hold off the Jets. The Titans and Rams. Let me tell y'all this real quick about the Titans and Rams. I did not expect this. I don't think anybody expected this. The Titans beat the Rams 28-16. What the fuck? With or without Von Miller, this was surprising to me. I don't know about you guys, but the Titans had no business being the Rams, considering Ryan Tannehill is, let's be honest, he's pretty mid for a quarterback. Deontay Foreman, Adrian Peterson, they're not really supposed to do much, right? This is not even considering the fact that they practically lost their best guy in Derrick Henry, and they sat up there and completely balled the fuck out. Yeah, if I'm the Rams, 7-2 Rams, I'd be very concerned, but not as concerned, just as much concerned as I would be the Bengals, who I'm gonna get into. AJ Brown had 5 receptions, 42 yards. Julio Jones 4 receptions, 35 yards. Jeff Swain 4 receptions, 29 yards and a touchdown. How the fuck did they win? They literally did nothing on offense and they won. I'm still asking this question. Matt Stafford had 31 yards, 31 out of 48, 31 completions out of 48 attempts, 294 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I guess that explains it because the Titans defense pretty much showed up. You pick off Matt Stafford twice. Darrell Henderson couldn't do much of anything, even though he had 5 yards per carry. He didn't do much of anything. Robert Woods, they held him off. I don't know how he didn't get 100 yards, but he had 98 yards. Cooper Kupp had 95 yards. Pretty much, that's just all defense coming from the Titans. And honestly, they deserve a lot of credit considering the circumstances that they had to deal with. So, just, wow. Yeah, if I'm the Rams, I'd be very concerned. Considering you let a fucked up Titans team do that to you. Yeah, I'd be very concerned. Packers versus the Chiefs. I'm be honest with you, I'm kind of disappointed in the Packers. Now, yes, I know Jordan Love clearly did not do good, but I'm disappointed in them because you have Aaron Jones, you have Devontae Adams, you have Randall Cobb, who's been pretty solid. You have these guys here, and y'all motherfuckers still did not get the job done against a Chiefs team that is really shaky and still can't get it together, in my opinion. So for them, a lot of these 7-2 teams, they're looking very, very suspect right now. The Packers is looking suspect. I know without Aaron Rodgers, but y'all still looking suspect. They're looking suspect. The Rams is looking suspect. The Titans themselves are suspect, even though they won today, because the Titans sat up there and they lost to the fucking Jets. If that isn't inconsistent and shaky, I don't know what is. There's only one team, in my opinion, that isn't looking shaky, and I'll get to them in a bit. Patrick Mahomes went 20 of 37, 166 yards, 1 touchdown. He's still shaky in me, even though he had a pretty good game. Darrell Williams, I'm still thinking of the Rams player, went 19 of 70 for, he didn't score a touchdown. Derek Gore, this guy named Derek Gore. Is he Frank Gore's son? He had three carries, 13 yards. Travis Kelce had 5 receptions, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill had 4 receptions, 37 yards. Jarrett McKinney had 3 receptions, whatever. L'Jarius Sneed picked off Jordan Love. Masa, what's good? You just missed what we talked about. We talked about Discord going all NFT on us. If you want to catch it, you can catch it on the past broadcast. Other than that, how you been? Frank Clark didn't do much of anything. Yeah, the Chiefs really didn't do much of anything aside from stop Jordan Love completely, like they should have. But yeah, if I'm the Packers, I'd be a little concerned, when shit goes wrong without Aaron Rodgers either catching COVID or getting injured. Bears versus Steelers. This was actually an entertaining game. Apparently, Justin Fields went 17 of 29, 291 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. He almost went 17 of 30, bro. David Montgomery had 13 carries, 63 yards. Darryl Mooney had 1 carry. That 1 carry was for 15 yards. Cole Kmet, who's a fantasy player of mine, had 6 receptions, 87 yards. Darryl Mooney also received a touchdown. Nice. Dual threat, man. That's what I'm talking about. Let's take a look at the Steelers. It's crazy to me with how this happened. Ben Roethlisberger went 21 of 30, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns. Very efficient coming from him, even though he's been kind of washed, in my opinion. Najee Harris, 22 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown. Chase Claypool carried the ball. James Washington carried the ball. What the fuck? Why is wide receivers carrying the ball? Benny Snell didn't do much of anything. Deontay Johnson had 5 receptions, 56 yards. Pat Freiermuth had 5 receptions, 43 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nice. Now he's coming into his own. I hope you guys picked him up in fantasy because he's pretty solid. He's a pretty solid player. Minka Fitzpatrick had 8 tackles. T.J. Watt had 4 tackles. Cameron Hayward actually had an interception on Justin Fields. He also had 2 tackles. Um, the way how this game ended was a little crazy. So a Bears player, I believe, sacked Big Ben, and while he was about to go back, he was either about to go back to the sideline or go back to the huddle. The referee legitimately sat up there and bumped into him. He legit bumped into him, which causes a fucking flag, and the Steelers keep the ball. If that ain't some bullshit, I don't know what the fuck is. That is some grade A rigging bullshit at play right there. A referee legit sat up there, bumped into the player, had the flag ready, pulled the flag out, and then was like, nah, bro, flag, unsportsmanlike conduct, or whatever, to the Bears. And, of course, the rest is history. Now, sadly, the Bears could not complete the field goal. They could not hit the field goal, which causes them to lose the game 29-27. But still, ain't no way you're going to sit up here and tell me that the refs didn't change the game with that. That's a problem. Okay? That's a pretty damn big issue. And I know a lot of people are looking at that, and I hope the player who spoke out about that, which he clearly was not happy about it, I hope he don't get fined, because really he doesn't deserve to get fined. Chargers versus the Eagles. Of course, y'all know I got to talk about the Eagles. Justin Herbert went 32 of 38, 356 yards and 2 touchdowns. Angelo, if you're still here, and I hope you're still here, Jonathan Gannon, as my defensive coordinator, needs to be fired. Not only into the sun, he needs to be fired into lava, bro. Anything that has shit involved with heat, anything that has stuff that's involved with heat, he needs to be fired into. He needs to be fired into a stove so he can melt and burn to a crisp. He needs to be fired into a microwave, even though it's, generated heat. I don't care. He needs to be fired into a telephone pole, a telephone wiring. He needs to be fired into that. Anything that involves his body turning into ashes is what he needs to be right now, because there's no fucking way you're going to tell me another quarterback, Derek Carr and Justin Herbert, along with Patrick Mahomes, which is obvious, but still, these guys have sat up there and put up efficient numbers against the Eagles defense. That's a problem. I know it's a problem when I see Derek Barnett, a defensive end, who I'm going to get to in a bit. Derek Barnett, a defensive end, I see this motherfucker drop back in coverage. Why? Why? Why do you have a defensive end who, people, in case you don't know your football knowledge, I'll go ahead and explain it for you. They are known for going after offensive linemen, and once they get through offensive linemen, they either sack the person that has the ball first, which is the quarterback, or they'll likely sack the ball, or they'll likely tackle the ball carrier, the second ball carrier, which is the running back. And if not, it'll probably be the fullback. Either way, they either stop the pass or they stop the run. This motherfucker thinks it's a good idea to be like, you know what? Let's see if we can get a little creative and take our defensive end and, put him in coverage. A running back will clearly outrun a defensive end unless that running back is extremely slow. That's a big fucking issue. Those are the kind of issues that I don't think I would even see in college, unless that defensive end is very fucking athletic, to the point where he can keep up with almost anyone, especially when he gets off the ball. So to have Justin Herbert sit up there, throw for 32 of 38 for 356 and 2 touchdowns, yeah, the defensive coordinator needs to be fired. Austin Eckler had a ball game, 17 carries, 59 yards, 3.5 yards per carry, which is not bad. It's very positive yardage. Keenan Allen went off on us, 12 receptions, 104 yards. Mike Williams did pretty damn good. Jared Cook did pretty damn good. Steven Anderson did pretty good, caught a touchdown. Donald Parham did pretty good, caught a touchdown along with 3 catches. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Like I said, our guy needs to go. Jalen Hurts, I am gonna get to Jalen Hurts right now. With the Eagles. Oh, before I do, let me actually get to Derek Barnett real quick. Derek Barnett effectively cost the Eagles the game because he jumps off sides. Why am I not surprised? You know, the crazy thing is, I was one of those people that used to praise the hell out of Derek Barnett, but that was years past. Years now, in the present, this motherfucker is very, very frustrating to see as a player. Oh, God. Why am I yawning so much? Whereas he sits up there and causes a flag every chance he gets, and that flag he causes, it's a very detrimental one. To put it simply, he jumped off sides. Badly jumped off sides when the Eagles desperately needed the ball back in the fourth quarter, and I believe it was 5 minutes left in the fourth. It's 3rd and 1, where the Chargers are up at the Eagles, I think it was the 30-yard line, and he jumps off sides, effectively costing the Eagles the game. Derek Barnett is going to be cut soon. I can tell you that right now. You know he's going to be cut when I see Fletcher Cox and I see Josh Sweat with their reactions. Pretty much said the whole story with how frustrated they are that this guy cannot seem to get it the fuck together. And doesn't know how to time the snap count. And on top of that, causes unnecessary roughness penalties. So, yeah, goodbye, Derek Barnett. I mean, I praised you when you were coming out. I believe you were going to be a good dude. It's not the case, bro. You out of here. Very, very soon you're out of here. Next, I have to say Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts left a live meat on the bone. Pause, by the way. The issue with this is Jalen Hurts missed a critical pass to Devontae Smith, whereas if he hit that pass, not only is it a touchdown, but the Eagles, going by the scoreboard the way that it is, we either win the game or we push the Chargers to go, to do more than just, kick a field goal to win the game. They will have to score a touchdown to win the game. And if they don't convert with that touchdown, we win the game. So Jalen Hurts, he has a lot to clean up here. But in my opinion, his flaws showed me personally that he's not the guy. I'm sorry, Eagles fans. No matter what you say, Jalen Hurts will not be the quarterback of this team unless he continues this weird improvement, whereas he's shown, okay, he can throw the football, but here's the deal that I've seen this week in and week out. Jalen Hurts has a weird problem, whereas he only throws from left to right. He only throws to the left side of the field, and he only throws to the right side of the field. If y'all don't believe me, you guys can look up the game tracker. The game tracker, I believe, is from AWS, where it shows how many passes a quarterback has thrown, how many passes he missed, and where the quarterback threw to. Most of Jalen Hurts' throws is on the left or the right side of the field. It's never on the middle. And that, for me, is a big, big concern because sooner or later, you're going to need this throw in the middle in the league. As much shit that I give Dak Prescott, even in his rookie year, that motherfucker was throwing on up in the middle of the field. That's all there is to it. Um, Now it's time for some positives for me when it goes to the Eagles. Jordan Howard, where you been? Where you been, Jordan Howard? Another solid game for him. Jordan Howard has 17 carries, 71 yards, 4.2 yards per carry, and a touchdown. I know where he's been. The Eagles have been fucking around, sitting up there, and letting this dude just stay on the practice squad. And it's really a shame because I hope now this shows them what the Eagles scheme should be. Running down field. North-south. Truth be told, people. Truth be told, real shit. You can go back and look back at the Eagles 2017 season. The Eagles found their success going north-south and just punching people in the mouth. Seriously. The Garrett Blunt will punch you in the mouth. Jay Ajayi can not only punch you in the mouth, but he could also bounce it outside if he needs to. But really, he will punch you in the mouth. The only one that couldn't do that was Darren Sproles. But still, just those two guys alone would make defenses tired, and nobody wanted to tackle them. Linebackers didn't want to tackle them. Linemen didn't want to tackle them. They were too tired. Safeties didn't want to come down and tackle them. They were too tired. It didn't take the Eagles to figure this out until right now. That even goes for you, Nick Sirianni. You had 9 weeks to figure this out, and it took them to the Lions game and this game for him to figure it out. I mean, I guess better late than never, right? But either way, I have to give credit where it's due. Now, please give Jordan Howard the ball more. I don't know when Miles Sanders will be back, but this is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of when Miles Sanders come back, they stop using Jordan Howard again. No, keep using him. Keep using Jordan Howard, please. Keep making it so that defenses will have no choice but to try to tackle this man because he's been a battering ram for the team, and I hope that this continues. Now, because of Jordan Howard getting these carries, this is why Jalen Hurts has the stat line that he has. He went 11 of 17, 11 completions out of 17 attempts. You don't have this happen with the running game not working. If the running game was working, Jalen Hurts would be passing 30 of 40. He would be passing like 30, 40 times a game. But instead, you have it so that it's 17 attempts. I like it, and I'm all for it. I want them to keep this going. I don't care if they win or lose. Show this development. And the next game that they have to show this development to is against the Denver Broncos, who just kicked the Cowboys' ass. Now, Devontae Smith. Finally, Devontae Smith had 5 receptions, 116 yards, and a touchdown. I'm very happy for Devontae Smith. He finally got his first 100-yard game, and he showed why he's that dude, why we're happy to have him on this team. Dallas Goedert went 3 receptions, 49 yards. Quez Watkins, 2 receptions, 9 yards. Jalen Reagor, who I need to talk about, had 1 reception and -6 yards. Yes, -6. You did not hear me wrong. You did not fuck up when you heard this. That was his exact stat line. So, my thing with this, while yes, my patience is also running thin on Jalen Reagor, this is one thing I noticed with Eagles fans that I want y'all to understand. Devontae Smith had games that were almost as similar as this, where he either didn't catch passes well, he was very much dropping passes, or he didn't get enough targets, this and that. You know what Eagles fans would say? They would say that, because of Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith isn't getting many carries. Oh, because of Nick Sirianni, he's being schemed wrong. My question is this, people. Where is this energy for Jalen Reagor? I want you to take your time and answer that as we proceed forward throughout the season. You want to know what I believe? I believe that if Jalen Rager was on a different team, he would do a hell of a lot better than he would with the Philadelphia Eagles. Stop me if I'm wrong. Other than that, Eagles defense they did pretty okay, especially T.J. Edwards, who's just coming in as a starter. He did very good. Davian Taylor did pretty good as well. I still say draft a linebacker regardless. Do not sleep on the linebacker position, but have these guys there as nice complementary pieces. Still, draft a good linebacker while you're at it. The last thing we need to talk about is, of course, before we get on further, we need to talk about the Broncos and the Cowboys. This for me was another big upset for me. Teddy Bridgewater went 19 of 28, 249 yards. Javonte Williams went 17 of 111 yards, pretty damn good. Melvin Gordon 21 out of 80, 21 of 80 for a touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater scored for a touchdown as well. Jerry Jeudy, first off, I did not know Jerry Jeudy was back. He had 6 receptions, 69 yards, nice. Tim Patrick, 4 receptions, 85 yards and a touchdown. Tim Patrick was killing he was killing them. Don't let the stats tell you otherwise, people. He was doing a good job. Cortland Sutton didn't do much of anything. Kareem Jackson did okay. Kadeem Stems picked off Dak Prescott, who I'm going to get into right now. Dak Prescott went 1939, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Zeke Elliott had an okay game, 5.1 yards per carry. Dalton Schultz had 4 carries. Amari Cooper, 2 carries. Malik Turner scored both the touchdowns off the passes with Dak Prescott. Tony Pollard, 1 catch. Cedric Wilson, 2 catches. Zeke Elliott, 3 catches. CeeDee Lamb was nowhere to be heard of this time around. He had 2 catches. Other than that, Micah Parsons had 2 sacks, 2.5 sacks. So good on him. I gotta tell you, the Cowboys is very much off this game, which is very not like them. They were very off the minute Dak Prescott shows up, comes back out. So for their sake, they better hope that's not a telling sign that you were a little shaky against this team. Please, you better hope that means you're not shaky against other teams, or otherwise I'm gonna be laughing my ass off as you guys would slowly be collapsing. Right now they're 6-2. What's their next game? Let's see if we can find out what their next game is. The Cowboys' next game is against the Falcons. Truth be told, people, the Falcons is looking more of a threat. Well, not necessarily more of a threat, but they're looking more better than they did initially. So the 4-4 Falcons, 6-2 Cowboys. It wouldn't surprise me if people would sit up there and they would say, "Oh, I take the Falcons winning this." It would make sense. It would make sense. But from that point, we will see what they do. Oh, and also Texans Dolphins. Texans, what are you doing? I need the Texans to win this game because let's go back to this real quick. Let's go back to the NFL draft. So from how everything is looking, because the Texans decide to fuck around and lose in Week 9, they are number 2 and the Eagles are number 3. Now for me, I want the Eagles to get at number 1. Why? Because I want the Eagles to get a specific player who I'm not going to specify until we get later into the season. So I hope for Miami they lose their next game. Now I need to see actually who their next game is going to be against. Their next game is going to be against the Ravens. Yeah, I can pretty much chalk that up as an L. Their next game is going to be against the Ravens. That's going to be an L. The one that's going to be hard is against the Jets. I don't know who the fuck is going to win that. The next game is going to be against the Panthers. That's likely going to be an L. The next game is going to be the game after that is going to be against the Giants. I do not know. And then they go up against the Jets again. Again, I do not know. And then the game up in December 27th will be up against the Saints. That's likely going to be an L. Oh, the rest of these are likely L's. Saints, L's. Titans, L's, if they don't fuck up. And Patriots, likely an L. It's the Texans. What do you expect? You're right. I should have expected better. But yeah, guys, that's all of my thoughts for Week 9 of the NFL. And let's talk about one more thing, shall we? Because Choco brought it up, and I believe it's only right that we go out and we talk about it as we should, because this kind of got our attention. Now, I'm not going to link much else to it, but I need to talk about this. Okay? Let me find it. 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 Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Actually, you know what? Instead of finding it, let's do this. Instead of finding it, let's do this. Shall we? Actually, I think I already found it. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of taking long because it's going to take a bit for me to find all of this stuff. Alright, so here it is right here. Travis Scott is going to give Astroworld Festival attendees full refunds after 8 people died and hundreds of them were injured. So, for people that have been very unaware, Travis Scott had, of course, a concert on, I believe it was on Friday or Saturday, whichever which. He had a concert, and a lot of people was rushing to his concert. There was so many people at his concert that people were basically dying. They couldn't breathe because there was a lack of space, and basically people were passed out. Not only that, there was mosh pits. There you go. There were mosh pits that happened at the event as well. And it doesn't help with Travis sitting up there and basically telling people to ignore the security to come up on the stage. And then there's what Choco said here, which is they get trampled on. What doesn't help is Travis and his response to all of this. I don't think anyone knows what Travis really said here, which doesn't really help with this situation, let alone what Travis did. I'm going to see if I can find what Travis had to say. If not, it is what it is. I'm going to see if I can find it. But as you can see, there's very, very graphic material here for just with you just putting on his name, just with you typing his name down. It's a lot. And here's one right here. Of course, Fortnite's gonna pull the Travis Scott themed emote from their item shop because of tragic events. I'm gonna see if I can continue to find this. If not, it is what it is. It's basically what he said. Apparently, let's see. Yeah, let's just go on his Twitter. Let's see if he said what he said on his Twitter. Here it is right here. This is basically what I was looking for. I don't know why didn't I do this sooner? Because I'm assuming he fucking erased it because this ain't the only thing he erased either. So he said, I am absolutely devastated by what took place last night. My prayers go out to the families and all of those impacted by what happened at the Astroworld Festival. Houston PD has my total support as they continue to look into the tragic loss of life. I'm committed to working together with the Houston community to heal and support the families in need. Thank you, Houston Police Department, Fire Department, NRG Park for their immediate response and support. Thank you, Dolus. No problem, bro. You have yourself a good night. Please keep yourself safe. I'm almost done here anyway. Here's my problem with this, right? Of course, Travis is going to say that. But this is my problem with this. People were literally telling Travis to stop the show. They were telling this man to stop. Not only, here's the deal. Travis, he temporarily stopped the show. Okay, he paused the show. He paused the show. Now, we don't know exactly how many people were at that concert, but I can tell you this right now. When you pause the show and you try, I guess, to let people live, how about you let people like get out of there entirely? He and his partner said that they didn't know anything happened until the end after the concert because of the complaints that they because of the complaints that they didn't end the concert sooner. I'm sorry, but here's the deal. People were literally yelling at him, telling them, "Yo, you gotta stop. Like, there's people passed out. You gotta stop." Here's the deal. Shit like that goes along. Like, yo, you gotta take. You could. Here's my problem: is that he put his show over the people that were basically telling you to stop. And it's not to say he didn't see this. He's seen this. He has seen this. I understand that was a lot of people. I understand it's a lot of people and it's hard to keep track of who's who, but there's no excuse when you have people in your audience telling you, yo, my man, pause the show. In fact, stop the show for a minute. Let's care for our fellow human beings and actually sit up there and let them get treated. Yeah, as you can see, this he said this too. It's fucking festival time. And he said this did not age well. By the way, 11 people. Hold up, let's go ahead and play this, shall we? Keep warning, it might get a bit loud.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
The new headline that came out an hour ago. What headline?
Houston, Texas, make some motherfucking noise real quick, y'all. Cell phone flashlights in the air, y'all.
Now, his says this. When his staff, I will get to that in a minute, Choco. You said when his staff approached him on stage, that would have been an opportunity to address fans and say, every single person here, make sure the person sitting next to you is safe and okay. Let's take 5 minutes to help anybody who isn't and get them the help they needed. Like, come on, bro. Now, I see this here for what Choco said that we're going to read off. Astroworld's staff were instructed to refer to dead concert goers as Smurfs, according to a 56-page security and emergency medical response plan obtained by CNN and authorized by Austin, Texas. What the fuck? What? Smurfs? Are you serious? What? What? It's taking me a minute. Like, I need to process that.
to blame things like the tragedy at the Travis Scott concert on
Who's this?
People love to blame things like the tragedy at the Travis Scott concert on being demonic because blaming something on the supernatural is a lot easier for some people than accepting reality. Because the reality is, people just do not give a fuck about each other. The people in the audience cared more about pushing and pushing to get closer to seeing Travis than they did about how they were literally killing everyone around them. And Travis cared more about his show than he did about the people in the audience that were fucking dying. It's a lot easier to just say this was some sort of demonic ritual than to accept that American society has taught all of us to not give a fuck about other people, even if they are literally dying.
Literally on trending for me. Under that is what happened is what's happened thing on the right. Okay, let's see if I can find that. I don't think I'll be able to. But I do want to point out one particular artist or particular people that have sat up there and actually done, like, not do the opposite of what Travis did. And I can think of good ones. And by the way, people, did we have a Coachella, I believe? We have that, right? With Coachella that happens. We have one of those events where those crowds are equally as big, if not bigger, and I don't think shit like that happened over there. Goes to show you. Let me see. I'm sitting right there. That's literally on trending for me. That under that little what's happening thing on the right. Oh, I probably missed it. Yeah, I probably missed it. Yeah. You may have to send me that. I may have missed it. Thank you. Thank you for that, Choco. But let's take a look at this. Yeah, I see it. Astroworld told staff reporters of fatalities and there's going Smurf. Some 50,000 ticketed fans were on hand on Friday to see that. Thronging fans began trampling and crushing one another. There's that. But then let's read this off right here. Here it is. Specifically, security responding to a potential fatality must begin by notifying event control of a specific deceased victim utilizing the code SMURF, borrowing from the blue animated characters, children's characters. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. But this is even more alarming. You were expecting people to die? Looks more like they were making contingency plans in case it happened, which is good security protocol. Hope for the best. Now, I will say this. While, yes, Travis is a good portion of the blame, and I know a good bit of, definitely a good portion of the blame, the fans are just as equally responsible because how do you sit up there and you not care for one another the way that you should have? That's very alarming if you're out here just trampling one another like that just to see a celebrity. This is why we tell people, this is why I tell you guys, do not put your celebrities on a fucking pedestal. Don't do it. Not only did Trevor Scott let specific people down that were on a pedestal, that they probably had him for a pedestal on, but you let yourselves down too because like, yo, y'all really did all this for what? But here's the deal, Omega. It's not that serious. It's never that serious. It should not be that serious. Under no situation should it be that serious. I don't care how important it is to get specific stuff or how important it is to see specific people. It's not that serious. To the point where human lives are dying over this. Like, we got to do better, bro. We got to do better. And I hope for Houston's sake, they can do better. And I hope for Travis' sake, he can do better. Especially when you sit up there and you allow shit like this to happen. By the way, it does not hurt. It does not help when Travis is out here basically encouraging mosh pits and encouraging security to jump over encouraging people to jump over security to come see him even more closer. No, bro, there's a reason why the security's there. Imagine a concert with no security there at all. Anybody want to imagine that? Because I sure as hell don't. Especially not for a celebrity. Now, I need to go to one more thing to show you guys essentially what I'm talking about here when it goes to celebrities such as him or singers or rappers such as him handling the situation a lot more better. This is how you're supposed to handle the situation. This is how you're supposed to handle it.
Yo, we got a little problem up here.
Pick them up right
Everybody
now.
up. Sorry, you guys. We gotta look out for safety first, for real. Nobody gets hurt. That's
Hey,
number
yo.
one.
Hey, yo.
We'll play the whole shit again if you guys get up, if you guys are all right. Okay, watch yourselves.
Hey, yo, man. We know we've been stressing all night about being cool, and this is the reason why. Let's go over it one more time. When someone falls, what do you do? When someone falls, what do you do? That's right, people. All right, we ready to do this one more time?
We'll do it again. The whole thing.
No?
Hold up.
Well,
We still
wait.
got people like passed out and shit.
Hey,
No, he's
just
all,
do what these guys do right here.
He's all right.
They'll take care of you, all right?
You guys gonna be cool? All right. Keep it safe out there, you guys. We want to have a good time. We gotta wait, though. Here.
I'll tell you what right now. I'll tell you what, I care more about every single one of you fucking people in the crowd than I do about this show.
Serious.
That was from Chester Bennington of Linkin Park, who sadly died. God rest his soul. And of course, we have another one.
What can I do to help? You want me to feed you some water? Who's gonna pass out in here? Are you gonna actually pass out? Can you guys share it? Look out! Oh no. Are you all okay? Jesus. Yes. You okay? Are you okay? You're good? Are you good? Are you all good?
Yes.
I love you so much. I care about you guys so much. I need you to be okay. Oh my Lord. We're not gonna keep going until she's good. I did. I just handed some water. You guys need more water? For real? Somewhere. Grab it. How are you guys? You good? Who wants to tell knock knock joke? You want to tell knock knock joke? Nah. All right. Me neither. But
This is what you're supposed to do. That was from Belly Elish. Now, granted, that's a smaller area. Granted, that's a smaller area. But still, like, yo, there's still people. You can still see it to where it's like, yo, if you see some shit like this happening, you need to like stop. Period. But there's a clip on iFunny where Slipknot also stopped their show. I can look it up. There's a lot of paramedics to save an injured fan. Let me see if I can look this up. This one right here? Too graphic? No. If so, then I won't show it. Like I'll go ahead and yeah. Let me actually take a look at this. It shouldn't be that graphic, but still, let me see. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, yo, Omega, I'm gonna send you a link to this. You tell me where this happened because I don't want to have it be all copyright crazy, and I'm not trying to hear Twitch's shit. So yeah, if you guys can, let me know. And by the way, these motherfuckers go just as nuts. You got metal, you got artists that do metal music, rock music. They go just as much, they go just as hard, they attend just as many concerts as Travis Scott does. So again, no excuses. In fact, hold on, I'm gonna see if I could look at this without having. There you go. There you go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! I found it already. It's loud, and I will likely turn it down, but still.
I'm not starting this song until you motherfuckers back up. We are all here together, so back the fuck up.
I know that's annoying, but still.
Now give me a scream, motherfuckers!
There you go. These motherfuckers go just as crazy. So, yeah, I hope for Travis Scott, you take some lessons. I hope for everybody, you take some lessons. Anytime you see some shit like that happen around you at a concert or at a show, and you see a person that is injured, passed out, anything like that, please do the right thing. Take care of one another. That is all I can pretty much say for today. We showed 3 fucking people, 3 celebrities, so to speak, that sat up there, showed some fucking human compassion, not just towards that person, but towards their own fellow people, to tell you to take care of one another. Don't do some shit like this. It's not serious. I don't care if it's for Black Friday either. You take care of one another. Till then, people, let's take a look at the schedule throughout the rest of the week. The schedule throughout the rest of the week consists of this. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Sly Cooper. Now, Friday. If I'm correct, what day is today? The 9th? I'll have to see. Well, about the Black Friday thing, that was in regards to how selfish mankind can be. Either way, bro, people were selfish just to see Travis Scott. Let's trample over people like that. But yeah, to put it simply, Friday, I'm not sure if I'm going to do Yakuza on Friday, and I'm gonna tell you why. It depends on this situation. So Friday, Battlefield 2042, I'm going to be preloading effectively tomorrow because the preloading for PC starts. Now, I don't know if I can start the game, but the preloading for it or the early access for it will start. if possible, I'll have to see on this, because if I can stream Battlefield 2042, I will be playing that game, period. I need to see how the port's going to be. If it's not a good port, if it's not a good PC port of the game, I will be getting it on PC, and I will have no problem sitting up there and going back to PlayStation Plus just for this game. I have no problem with that. If it does not work, I will be on Yakuza. If it does work, you will see me on Battlefield 2042. And I will push Yakuza Kiwami back for Saturday. And that's essentially it. That's essentially it. That's all for throughout the rest of the week. As always, guys, thank you all so much for being absolutely phenomenal human beings, for coming by for today's stream. Thank you for chatting it up with me with the NFL. Thank you for chatting it up with me with this whole thing going on with Discord, NFTs, and Gilded. Thank you guys for chatting up with me, especially when it goes to this situation, when it goes to Travis Scott's situation and what you should do. Whoa, that's too loud. And what you should do should you see some shit like this happen for a concert or anything around your way. So I see Chica Ito here. She's playing Final Fantasy 14. We're going to go ahead, raid her, see what's up. Till then, be nice to your fellow people. Don't be a dickhead to your fellow people. Every second, every minute, and every hour you guys spend with me is every second, every minute, and every hour I'm blessed and thankful for. Check out the Gilded if you haven't. Check out the merch if you haven't. Both the merch, Etsy and on Teespring. I think Teespring, we have a couple different stuff there. And that's it. I will see you guys later. Go say hi to Chica for me. Go say hi to Chica for me. She's great. She's amazing. She's a nice VTuber too. Say hi. Phantom Raid, people. Phantom Raid.